Logistics and e-commerce are inextricably linked in business. To thrive and remain successful in the market, logistics partners must continue to develop solutions that are agile, flexible, simple, and provide competitive pricing. Tata Motors and News 18 Network hosted a special thought leadership conclave that witnessed an insightful discussion where industry leaders and experts from e-commerce sector joined an insightful conversation on e-commerce logistics as a game changer for Indian roads.
Who's Managing Director TCIExpress. Chander, are you in this space at all when you talk about e-commerce?
So interestingly, being in the logistics industry for almost 7 decades, somehow we have shied away from being in the B2C space because there are two angles to it. The economics behind it is top line and bottom line. And the bottom line is very far away, very distant. So we have not really seen the light of that.
Are you saying it's easier to ship for B2B and there's more money in it than for B2C?
Absolutely. If you see, B2B entails the manufacturing part of the economy and all the trucking industry that, is essentially manufacturing. Also for the manufacturing industry, the agriculture, the mining, from that point of view.
So what's the biggest headache, according to you, for servicing the B2C industry when we talk about e-commerce from a logistics lens?
There are four more important points which I feel are a hindrance to the logistics profitability and growth in India. First is volume. Number two is the cost of delivery. The delivery drivers are getting paid a very high salary, which will never fructify into a profitable business for any business owner. And number three would also, this is for last mile, not for the B2B part in the B2C business. The third would be, of course, the cost of fuel. And the fourth will be the infrastructure. So if
fuel, infrastructure, the cost of the driver, all of these you're saying are too high.
Yes, because the volume doesn't really
justify it.
Yeah, it's not able to cater to that.
Do we call you back after 2 years and find you've made an inorganic acquisition of a B2C company?
I cannot comment on that.
But what's the future
for
looking like?
the sake of my shareholders.
But what are you focusing on in the future?
So we have a very solid business model, and we will continue with that. And it's going to have compounded growth of top line and bottom line. So
I think there's a lot for you as well, Chander. Though you're refusing, TCIExpress is saying, listen, B2C is just too intense an experience. We don't want to go in that space. But there's a lot of learning, including on the technology front, which you can apply as well.
Right. So we are the only B2B company in India which has automation in one of the centers, full automation. And we have able to reduce our holding time of trucks from 24 hours to just 8 hours. And also reduce our number of labors that we employ. So doing that over 10 centers and across 29,000 pin codes that we deliver, we see that this is a very sustainable business model and it is set to grow in double digits, both in top line and bottom line. It clearly shows that, if you compare B2C to it, already 10 years, it was started in 2012, and we have not seen the penetration in tier 2, tier 3 cities also till now. So when that happens and when it goes to tier 3 cities, the cost of delivery will be very high for logistics companies who are specializing in that to continue. So they would probably sell out, or they would probably the P money will dry out.